what is the latest? I am, well, wait, what did I do? Okay, what am I doing? This is not called thumbnail uploader. What do I have that this is called? Thumbnail. Oh, that's just the name of the file that it's on. Okay, never mind. Let's see, the Control Shift B. So I created, sure, let's do that. All right. So anyway, I created this quick start for my YouTube live updater. It's a YouTube live updater, YouTube stream updater. Yeah. It runs it allows me to update my stream while it's running. So things that I can't like set. One of which, oh, well, maybe it's gonna work. It was working. What happened? Oh, well, it worked yesterday. I've obviously done something that broke it. I wonder if I killed the. Okay, that did not go according to plan. So we're gonna have to try this again. Let's close this. Open it back up. YouTube stream updater. See if it'll load correctly this time. I closed something and started something all at the same time. So yeah, there's that. I don't know what my stream. What does my stream currently say? Is it like saying something about playing games? Not playing games right now. I'm not playing games with you, man. Don't. Yep. Thinks I'm gaming. Never mind. I'm not gaming. It's not true. Let's go ahead and put this in here. GameDev. Progress. Let's see. Startup. Progress bar. Let's see, what do we have today? It's Fantasy Football Day. I don't know, we're about 2:15, something like that. Okay, let's see if this wants to work this time. Control Shift P. There you go. Things are firing up. Let's see if it'll work this time. Fully routed. I don't know if my back end started correctly last time, so we're going to find out in just about a moment when this kicks off. Yes, we're good. All right, so I did add, I don't know if you were here with me the other day, but I did add a thumbnail editor. So I can now edit this, then go here to my lousy broken thumbnail or progress bar, which of course doesn't work. And let's go to my, don't know why it's reloading because I didn't do nothing. Oh, I did some updates. Never mind. I've been working on this actually today, so. Let's see if I can get this image updated. So we're gonna go to the simulator quick. And I am going to kick this puppy out by going like this. And then let's just we'll do a simple little dismajig. I'll do that. And then I'll go here, and then I'll go down here, edit. Play with my new editor a bit. Go down to the bottom, pick my new thumbnail, which should be this one. I don't know why that didn't actually save correctly. Why didn't that save correctly? That's not good. Let's get rid of all these. Oh my gosh. Not sure why. Not sure what just happened there. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but this one worked. So we'll open that one up. See, I put this in and I got these little possible options for how I want this to look on the screen. Let's go with the fit to frame. Let's see what that one looks like. Sure. We'll let that one work. Let's see if I can resize it. I'll just do that part. And then we'll just say preview the final. Looks pretty good. And upload thumbnail. But we also have to edit this guy. Get rid of the restream nonsense. Hit save. And there you go. I should be set to go. Voila. New, pretty. All done. Okay, so you don't have to be tortured by my being off target again. So that's good, right? Let me turn the volume down on my phone here. Okay, that's done. You can see that my progress bar not looking too good. It's not even supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be, well, that's not what it's supposed to be. But I did make some changes. I don't know how well it's going to load, if it's going to load, but we're about to find out. See what compiles, see what changes I've made, and find out if anything is on its way to being usable. Okay. So, okay, progress bar not doing anything. We're going to have to go in and do a break mode. As you can see, this did nothing. Nothing, I say. Jon Snow, you know nothing. So let's go over to my progress bar, startup progress bar. Don't need this right now. I didn't get any errors at least. I guess that's something. We're going to go ahead and stop this. I can't even explain how I wanted what's going on here because I don't know what's going on. I may have to ask AI because I really don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Check the file name. Unity requires the file name to match. Okay, so what was the problem when I did that? Set up image, create my and try to drag it on. Okay, so that's no problem there. Oh, we're not getting any more errors. That's good. Well, project is loading now, but the progress bar, when I hit play, didn't do anything. It is just a blue bar, a blue rectangular bar. Does not even look like I set it up. Let's see, do I have, let's see, title, login, don't need that. I mean, it should show, let's see, we got, start, continue. All right, where'd it go? Announcement board, job image, animated. All right, where'd my progress bar go? Background, loading bar background panel. Why is that there? Do I need this anywhere else? I don't think I need a loading bar background panel. Let's put this in here. I think this is better in here. I mean, that doesn't fix it, but it does relocate it. Now it is maybe kind of possible. His problem was, let's see, startup loading panel. Oh, do I need to put this back in here? Let's try that. Progress bar. I think it said use the image. Could have swore I set these already though. Status text. I wonder if I have a conflict. Progress bar. Huh. Let me go see what this guy did. All right, let's go here. Started drinking hot tea, and now I'm overheating. It looked good. We were watching TV and somebody was drinking tea, and I'm like, you know what? I'm craving tea. I don't drink tea very often. It's not really my thing normally. Sometimes, you know, finally the weather's cooling off and things are plummeting. Temperatures are plummeting. And, well. I gotta ask this thing. All right. Wait. Did you add new progress bar functionality to the title screen editor.cs? I already had a startup progress bar.cs script as well. Startup bar. What's it called? Loading bar. It's called loading bar. I know. I'm not consistent. I probably should have not done it, but I did. It's called loading bar background. Right. As well as a panel. Loading bar progress script. As well as a loading bar. No. Loading bar background dot panel object panel object that holds the progress bar image. Was this what you wanted me to attach to the script? I did add the panel to the progress bar, but or the loading panel. But progress bar, I don't know what to stick in the progress bar. To the loading panel. I did add the panel. To the loading panel, but not sure what I am supposed to add to the what is it, progress bar? To the progress bar field of the script, since progress bar dash image progress bar dash image does not seem to be accepted by the field. You're right. It does like to tell me I'm right. You know, AI does kind of kiss up. It's kind of a kiss up. Get your AI nose out of my tush and just tell me what I'm doing. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. All right, let's see. Add the component to your existing panel. Select your loading bar background panel in the hierarchy. Click Add Component in the inspector, search for and add Startup Progress Bar script. I did. Now add the loading background panel game object to the title screen manager's progress bar field. 2. Add it to the child object. Better organization. Create a new empty game object as child of loading bar background panel. Name it something like progress bar controller. Add the startup progress bar component to it. Drag progress bar controller into title screen's progress bar. Okay. Then configure the startup progress bar component. Once you have the startup progress bar component added, you need to configure its fields in the inspector. Progress bar field. Drag your progress bar dash image, the actual image component here. Make sure the image has image type field, horizontal, status field, optional. No, see, but I don't know. So what am I supposed to put in there? Is that supposed to be the text? I should probably add a, okay, well, I'm confused, so we're going to try copies. Because I don't know, okay, so title screen manager. So if I go over here, okay, first image is title screen manager script. I don't know what I am supposed to add to the empty field. And then I should probably just add an object here. Let's go ahead and add UI text mesh pro. And we'll just call this one status text. And we'll go back here and we'll put this in here. this, and we'll do this. Holy moly, I put my hands in the right place. Second image is the loading bar panel. Script. I'm hoping it can read all this because I'm not really third image is my scene hierarchy that relates to these items. So now it has all the info. If it can read these screenshots, it should know. Hopefully it can kind of explain what the heck I'm doing. The empty progress bar field needs a reference to the game object that has the startup progress bar component on it. Looking at your third image, I can see you have panel. This has a startup progress bar component based on your second image. Solution: simply drag loading background from your hierarchy to both fields. Really? That seems inefficient. I mean, seems inefficient to drag the same object to the same script. Why not just have the script read from the same field object? It's like, oh, you're right. That makes more sense. AI, AI, you're so funny. You're so funny. AI. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Good idea. AI's, AI's so far away from being the job taker that it. I mean, it's taking jobs, but it's not gonna rule the world anytime soon at the rate it's going. I heard someone talking the other day. Says AI. What did they say? Open AI 5 or 4, 5 will be able to run companies. AI 6 will be able to rule the world. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's really got some big leaps and bounds in mind for AI. These are people who say stuff like that. These are people who have never actually seen what AI can really do under the covers. They've never gotten in deep. They've never asked it to do anything complex. They just see it answering questions and hearing gobbledygook from the world, and they're just like, oh no, AI is going to take over the world. You know, it's not going to take over the world. It's not even, nah. Somebody's, what do they call it? Drinking the Kool-Aid, smoking the weed. I don't think it's weed, but it's, they're smoking what they're serving. I don't know what the term is, but yeah. I'll probably change my text, make it more custom, make it more cool, like like these other games. Sup, Sun Wukong. Sorry, took me a minute to get that one out. How you doing, man? Soon Wukong Re. Let's see here. Let's see where we're at. How we doing here? Gonna work for me? Gonna at least pretend like you're working? Oh, it might not work because I didn't check the settings on it yet. Oops, my bad. It's not loading play. Hey, loading complete. Whoa, that was really fast. Well, it did something. My text changed. Yeah, no, they are. It's crazy how paranoid people are about the possibilities, right, of AI. It's just because they don't know better, man. They're a lot of people out there talking. Hold on. No, I was saying that a lot of people out there talking, these experts out there, these are people who they don't bother to research beyond what they just hear what other people say, and then they all just start spouting their dire predictions. And what I got up to get was this, actually I don't know what this is. I think it's either a squash ball or a racquet ball. It's really kind of heavy. I don't know how heavy racquet balls are. I think they're lighter than this. This is kind of solid. I was gonna sit on it, put it under my right butt cheek, man, because I don't know. I run and I don't know. I did something. I did something to my piriformis muscle. There's like a muscle right in your. No, not on the outer side of your. It's inside the butt cheek, and just kind of like right there, and it's been really achy, so I'm trying to massage it because for some reason sitting on this chair has been causing me problems. No, don't look at it that way, man. You know, not everybody has use for some of this stuff, you know, or everybody's got their own thing going on. Don't take it personally. I mean, not everybody has time to look at other apps. A lot of these streamers, they've got 1,000 people out there trying to get their attention, and you know, especially the ones that are, you know, popular, people who have any oomph. And even the ones that don't, you know, they're all working on their thing and they don't know. It's not a we're all small time. We're look at me, man. I got what, 100 followers, 180, 190. I don't know. I think on Twitch it's 200, right? Yeah, it's 180 on YouTube, but it's nothing. I'm not even a sand in the beach. I don't take it personally. I've talked to a few streamers. I don't even get them to respond, much less tell me no thank you. I've written to a couple of them, you know, ask a question, ask them to check out this tool I wrote. Look, I wrote a really cool tool called Click Up Link, and it's awesome. I love it. I use it all the time because I just use it all the time. In fact, the other one I use a lot, I don't know if you saw when I started up the stream, I created this app called YouTube Live Updater, right? So when my stream is live, I can use this and it will allow me to upload a thumbnail like from right away. I can change my thumbnail while my stream is running because you can't really do that on YouTube right now. YouTube, when you first go in, you can't really do a lot. You can go in, if you're willing to scroll through your whole thing in YouTube, you can you know, find certain fields and update some while it's running, but it's kind of a pain in the rear. And some stuff you can't even change. And I don't care about a lot of that. So I just created this little thing that just lets me have my fields, and I can go in here and edit the tags, my text, and I use Restream. So I have Restream, which does Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And Restream will watermark everything, and it puts Restream in my text, and it does all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. So I can change. I have it set up. The reason I don't put as much change time into Twitch is because after, a few weeks, Twitch deletes my videos. YouTube doesn't delete them until I get to them. So I want those to be a little bit more, up to date. So, I think I don't even need to do that. Football. And we'll say, what am I using? Go and Unity and React and my company name. And oh yeah, it's a football manager. Hit save. And there we go. So anyway, you got to do what you can. I'm going to be nobody until I'm somebody, right? It's an overlay of someone else's app. So what is it, like an OBS thing? Is an OBS overlay kind of thing? Oh, what, to my Discord? I'll take a look. I mean, again, it doesn't mean you don't mean anything to me. It's just that I don't know if I have a use for it, but I'll take a look at it. I have no problem with taking a look. See what you got. I don't know who the heck this is. Who the heck is that? Is that you? Is that you, really? Nice name, man. Okay. Oh. Does it show me a picture? You're a guinea pig. That's cute. All right, so it's a Twitch chat TTS reader. A Twitch chat TTS reader, huh? How do I, oh, expand. Oh, geez, okay. What's it do? Let's see, blah, 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 background, container width, display margin, padding, so it's doing some formatting. Disconnect. This tool reads Twitch chat messages out loud. Add this file as a browse. So is it for like OBS? You put it in OBS and it'll read your chat messages, or do you just attach it to, or do you open up like a browser session for it? Oh. That's interesting. You mean, so it's like, I've seen a couple of people who have stuff like that. Who was it? It's another dev. Another dev created this, or not created this. He was using one. I don't know whose it was, but it was what's his name? This is a guy who gosh dang it, I'll show you. But the only problem I have with that, I've seen a couple, like I watch people who do like mini painting and other stuff, because I paint miniatures, and he and sometimes I've seen people use these voice talkers, and the problem is sometimes they're you don't want them talking, because some people you don't want them talking because they'll somebody will say something that's not appropriate for a family-friendly show. And so you're like, oh, whoops, don't want that. Let's see, what was his name? Let's see, his name is, he's probably going to be on my front page somewhere, because I'm always watching his stuff. Actually, I haven't been watching it as much lately, because he kind of He's one of those he's one of those devs that, you know, well, he's kind of snotty about it. You know, oh, this is such a terrible app. These are terrible apps. Don't use Microsoft. Don't use this. These are all so bad. They're all so bloated. This is better. And I'm like, oh, you're one of those. And after a while, I'm like, okay, I get it. You'd rather use this because it's this or that. And I was like, I'm not that guy. Where the heck is it? I know. Oh, what it might be is I'm probably on the wrong. Okay. So. You know, sitting on this thing is actually helping. I mean, it feels weird to be sitting on a hard rubber ball on my discus, but it's actually keeping that weird throbbing going on, keeping it from hurting. I don't know why. It's just weird. It's like by sitting on that thing, it's like relieving the pressure that's causing it. It's kind of weird. By adding pressure, it's kind of like a massage. Oh, so you can hear other people's streams too. Huh. That's kind of interesting. So if you just want to see, I think that might be good for, who would that be good for? I mean, I feel like that would stand out. So when, under what scenario? See, the thing is, the blind, but I guess, yeah, the blind would be good if you're not, I mean, but I guess if you're watching, I mean, you might want to hear the stuff that's going on YouTube. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because YouTube is a video platform, but it can be audible. I mean, it's easy. I mean, you could listen to the stuff, so I don't see why not. That makes sense. Is it this guy? No, I don't think it's him. Maybe I don't follow the guy. Oh no, Bite Me Games is he's like a Swedish dude or something. He develops games. No, I know who that is. He's actually he's pretty informative. This guy's pretty funny if you like sports. Let's see. Rambo Travels. That's just a friend of mine from the gym. Marika. He's not on here. Nova Code. Have you watched Nova Code? This guy does he puts a lot of work into his videos. He was developing a game, but I think he gave up on it. He started about the same time as me. And I think he gave up on it though. He started this. This feature almost made me quit GameDev. That was 2 months ago. And I thought he said he gave up on it somewhere. I might be wrong. Maybe he didn't. He might have just slowed down. But he's been doing a lot of videos. But he started about the same time as me, like last November-ish. And he's got like 6,000 subscribers. Now, maybe he had another channel that he pulled some people from, but he does, like, he put some work into his YouTube videos. And he's given a lot of good information, and he's really, don't give up. You know, it's just about finding the right thing. You just got to it's kind of like the shotgun approach for a lot of stuff. If you're not doing something that's big and meaty like I'm doing a game that's going to take me 2 years. I hope 2 years. It's probably going to be closer to 2.5 or 3 if I keep going at the rate I'm going. I've made a ton of progress considering I didn't know anything about any of this stuff. And I'm hoping to have my first demo. It'll be like I don't know what comes before alpha. It's pre-alpha or pre-alpha. It's going to be the first end-to-end. And I'm hoping to have my first end-to-end functionality. Create account, build your league, select your team name, build your league, be able to edit a playbook, a game plan, and run a game on a quick play all the way to the end. That's it. That's not all the features, not all the functionality. I may not even have fully attached game plan and playbooks, but they all exist and they'll all be there. And that's kind of what I want for my first, just to have something that shows the full end-to-end. because I got a lot of features and stuff I got to build in. And once that's there, though, that's like a big chunk of it. And I'll just be going and trying to flesh those things out, make them bigger and better and more complete. Well, again, it comes down to it's for some people, it's about even friends and family. Like, I have a lot of friends who could care less about football. And when I tell them about this, they just glaze over. They do. They literally, they just glaze over. They're like, oh, cool. Okay. And I'm like, I'm not even going to try to get them to play it. They have no interest. Now, I know a couple of people who are pretty big into playing, like even manager games. One guy I know likes football managers, and I'm hoping he'll try mine out. And I think he will. But again, you gotta have a person who's got a use case for it, right? And to be honest, I think like an audible text reader is good for the streamer, because sometimes if you're a popular streamer, you can't read through all your texts. You just can't. It's too much. And what happens, like with your thing, would there be a lot of noise? Like, what I mean is, if somebody's got 50 people on talking all the time, is it going to get everybody? Can you filter it in some way? That's what I mean by noise. I don't mean like noise like random noise. I mean like, is there any way to like tell it who you want, which people you want it to read out for you? Maybe you have some like your what you might do is maybe add a feature in there that lets you have your, because I think you can set people at certain different levels within your chat. Like you can tell like this person's like an elite subscriber, or maybe only subscribers or people who are like paid subscribers or whatever. And then you could maybe have it some filter for people, and then those people will come through audibly for you, but you won't get the other 47 people on there. This allows you to maybe give better attention to your paid subscribers, and that might be kind of cool as a feature when somebody pays. Or so you give them some kind of special extra thing. Yeah, you give it, and then you advertise those when you go to like these streamers, and you tell them the things that are going to make them go, because there's a lot of streamers who are like, I don't want to hear all my text messages. If I was only dealing with 1 or 2 or 3 people, that's fine, but that's the tiny guys. But once you start having 10 or 15 or 20 people all chatting on your chat, you don't want, that's just too much noise. And they're probably like, I don't want it. What am I going to do with this? I'm too popular for this stuff. That would drive me bonkers. But if you set it up and go, well, you can offer that, paid subscribers will come through on your voice chat, or, you can hear the important people or something. Advertising something that might mean something to them, or maybe your moderators. Maybe you only want to hear your moderators chat. You might have, if you have moderators, you're big enough that you have people on there that are actually moderating versus using a bot. But I'm just saying, those are the kind of things you gotta have a selling point, I think, to get people to want to try it. It's got to be something that stands out to them, so that they can go review it and look at it and go, this does this really good. Because a lot of times they're not like, again, a lot of these guys are people have to have a use case, and like I don't have a use case for it, because for one, the problem with having sound come through if you're a streamer is it's going to be cycle around, right? So if you were coming through for me for sound, unless I'm wearing a headset, which as you can see, I'm one of those guys that doesn't wear a headset. So all my sound comes through my speakers. And so it would come through and go right back into my mic. So you would be hearing text, and you'd be hearing voice going through my text. Now, is that good? It might help with the fact that there's a delay on my streams. You might notice that there's a delay on my streams. So when I say something in response to your text, I might respond to it immediately, but you won't hear it for a couple of minutes because there's a delay. supposedly I thought I found a setting that fixed that, but apparently not. didn't work. People are still saying I'm a couple minutes behind. So if I had sound that came through, you would know when your words came through because you would hear it. But then again, I'd be trying to respond. So anyway, and then of course you don't want bots coming through on your text reader, right? So if I have multiple bot messages popping up, then my bot's going to be talking to me too, and I want to filter out the bots. I don't even know how you would catch a bot. You probably have to put that in a blacklist or something. But anyway. So your tool can filter out bots. That's cool. That's a good thing. You thought about that. That's excellent. But anyway, that's just me. I'm always trying to think of ways to try to make even my own thing be more popular, more interesting to others. I think of things that are interesting to me, but it's like ultimately it's got to be interesting to the people who are going to buy it, right? So I got to make sure I'm putting stuff in there that people actually want to see in their game. So anyway, looks like my progress meter did something. The text sort of did something, but the bar didn't actually do anything. Okay, so let's see what this does. All right, so something is not quite right. My text is updating, but the progress bar is doing nothing. And honestly, this is Unity's UI. I don't think Unity's UI is all that great. Really? Oh, because it'll read through and find if there's any malicious type things, like things that find files, delete files, read through your system. I could see that because it could read through a lot more code than the average person. But I think a lot of developers, if it's not too big, could probably do that too, right? But like, yeah, I created ClickUp Link, and even I go out and find people who've used ClickUp for development. I can't even get them to try it. They won't even respond to me or look at my tool. I'm like, but you use this. Why won't you talk to me? So, but I don't take it personally. People just, like you said, they're not interested. They're not interested. In fact, if you look online, a couple of these developers, like Thomas Brush, he actually likes to try people what you can do to try to get people, and also that guy I told you, Bite Me Games or whatever, he goes through and does a lot of stuff too. And a lot of them telling you gotta talk to like hundreds of streamers, and you might get 5 to 10% of them. If you do 1,000 of them, you might get 5% of the streamers to do something, or several hundred or whatever. So you might get 10. So it's a shotgun approach to get people to do anything. And unless your game or your item is going to have a huge use case for everybody on that list, you're probably not going to get a lot, right? I mean, you have to find 100 streamers at least to have a good shot at getting them to use it. Well, that's true. It'd be nice if they would read through it. I mean, I think you're on the right track. I mean, you sent it to me. Again, I think it's cool. I think it's got good potential. I don't know how much I could use it. I mean, this is obviously not all of it, right? It says 282 lines left. It just isn't going to show it all to me. I could download it and take a look, I guess. It's an HTML page. Sure, let's see what this is. There you go. This tool reads Twitch chat messages out loud. Add this file as a browser source in OBS. Microsoft. Oh, huh, you gotta pick your voices. Nice. Local system voices. Huh. I feel like this is backwards, but that might be the result of my using dark mode. My dark mode probably reversed this coloring. Huh. Pretty simple. It's kind of cool. All right, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Let's see.
Connected to active Mind Gamers chat. Sun_Wukong_RI says, testing.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Need a different voice though. Local system voices.
Sun_Wukong_RI says, I don't screw people over.
Well, that's good. Let's see. Let's try this one. Since the Google voice is less robotic.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, Daddy?
Daddy? Okay. Let's see here.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, lol.
That sounds a lot better than the local system voices because they all sound very robotic. None of these sound very good. German. Microsoft, David, Mark. Let's see Zero. What's Zero have to say?
Sun_Wukong_RI says, I can't believe it's not butter.
That's actually kind of cool, man. That's be nice if there was a way. I mean, because a lot of people have some hard, they have some repeating names, but I guess you have to. I'm just trying to think, is there a way? Nah, probably not. I was just trying to think if there's a way to identify people without having to say their whole name every time. But yeah, I guess not. So Zero don't sound too bad, but this just sounds more natural voicey. I'll probably go with that one. Not a lot of options there though. But
Sun_Wukong_Re says, nicknames, yes, I agree with you.
Huh. No, man, that's actually kind of cool. Like I said, it's good for small streamers who only have a few people. I don't know.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, like shortening the name after the first time.
Right. Like if you could do like a command that says, it'd be nice if you're if like say I'm using Restream and so that's kind of a problem. It'd be nice to like have it say like take the first two capital letters like SW says, and then I can just look and know who it is, because once they say your name the first time, then it'll be just SW or something like that. But I get it. It's probably fine. I mean,
Sun_Wukong_Re says, yay, that would be easy to fix.
I don't know how easy it would be to keep track of. Like I said, if you have a lot of people on your stream, I think it works good for me. And this is only for Twitch, right? So like I'm using Restream, so I'd have if I have YouTube people on here, they would be talking, and I would have to keep looking up to see them. But still, it's kind of cool. No, you did a good job, man. It works good. I like it.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, if you increase the voice speed, it's not as bad.
Well, I have it at 1.2. I want it to be listenable. Let's see what's all right, let's take it up to 1.7. We'll try that.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, try 3.
Try 3. It only goes up to, or does it jump? No, it only goes up to 2.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, oh then to lol.
That's really fast. Well, like I said, I don't have enough followers that I need to get through everybody. Unless you're going to spam me. See, now that's the thing. What if somebody puts in like a bunch of emojis? Is it going to try to spell those out or say those? It's going to be colon smiley face, colon smiley face, colon smiley face.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, oh why 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 oh why.
Yeah, exactly. That's that could be a problem if people really got carried away.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, lol.
Yeah, exactly. So if I ended up with a oh, did my restream bot you? My restream bot just called you out for typing all those OYs on my phone image here. It popped up a thing. Do you want to block this? So you probably don't want to keep doing that. But yeah, if you have a lot of troublemaker chatters, you might want to. That might be a reason too. But I think it's
Sun_Wukong_Re says, it's more for making sure you don't forget about chat.
that's a good point. I guess if you know, and it's even in that sense, I could see having that for me, because there are times when I'm streaming and there's nobody around, and there are times when I don't notice somebody come into the chat room. But again, that only works because on Twitch, because I do Twitch and YouTube. So if somebody on YouTube came over, I wouldn't catch the YouTube people. So I'd still have to look every now and then. But it's still kind of cool.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, how hard was it to set up? Lol.
How hard was it to set up this? No, it's easy, man. It's nothing. Again, it has to do with the streamer that wants to try it. I know, you just got to figure out you just got to get them to want to. You can give them a link to my stream, tell them where it starts, and maybe they'll take a look and go, oh, that's kind of cool. So you can kind of, because I don't know. I don't know.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, lol.
You know, use my example. That's why they can go, oh, okay, so that's legit, because obviously it's being used. But yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you the best way to sell to us streamers, because I have not had any success doing it myself. So there is that. All right, let's see what the Unity AI says.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, the crazy part is I don't even want money for it.
Yeah, same with me, man. I try to sell the ClickUp link. I mean, not sell it, but give it away. I go, hey, if you want to use this, just say so. I'll give you the link to download it from GitHub. All you have to do is get it and install the extension into your VS Code, and it's all yours, man. Give it a go. And nobody wanted it. But again, I'm terrible at advertising. I haven't tried to give it to 100 different streamers. I've only tried like 2. So for me to say streamers don't want it, it's me. Well, I've only tried 2, and they just ignored me. But I've tried to go on Reddit and tell people about it, so they could just try and say, hey, I created this free extension. You're welcome to try it in your VS Code. If you use, and I went to like Reddit discussions about that used ClickUp. You know, they wanted stuff for ClickUp. And even my YouTube updater, this thing, stream updater, which I think has been really handy for me. I love using it. I use it every time I do my streams. And it's still, nobody's, nobody's asked to use it. But again,
_Wukong_Re says, Twitch has denied me the Devo off for the third time, which pisses me off.
huh? Really? They denied you the OAuth? I mean, I haven't tried to use it yet. I want to. My
Sun_Wukong_Re says, yes, very rude.
I'm not sure. I wonder what their reasoning is. Did they tell you why they denied it? Is it because I've gotten Google OAuth, no problem. I haven't tried the Facebook one. I think I had a plan to. I've gotten Google OAuth to work. My ClickUp link uses Google OAuth.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, note they send you to this womp page.
This womp page. Oh, I'm already logged in. So, oh no, right now I have Google and Facebook, but I think I have a Twitch one too. I just haven't, I don't have it set up on here yet. Okay, so it's, I don't know if I like that. Visually speaking, okay, so I love my scrolls. I think they're cool, but I notice it's kind of jarring. So this makes sense. I put them in here because it makes sense. You're opening something up, you're reading the playbook. You're opening something up, you're reading the book or the game plan. You're reading stuff. But then I go into my play a game selection, and I don't use it, and it's kind of jarring to just swap to this different thing. But it doesn't. It doesn't make sense, though. Huh.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, well, if nothing else, hopefully this helps us in the future. You can clearly tell I'm not a troll.
Yeah, you're not. No, you're doing all right, man. Just keep at it. Don't give up on stuff. It just takes a long time. This is kind of a niche-y thing, It's I think there are streamers that would appreciate this. You just probably haven't found the right ones. And again, they have to be willing to try it. A lot of them, there's a lot of times too, especially since the best people to give it to, I think, in my opinion, I might be wrong, are fairly low count streamers like me. Like you only got a couple hundred followers, and you rarely have, you have 1, 2, or 3 people on at a time, and sometimes you're streaming to nobody. And I think those are good people, but the problem is a lot of new streamers that have small viewer counts also get a lot of spam. They get a lot of spam. People trying to sell them stuff. Now I've gotten to the point where I've got a lot of them blocked, and I've got a lot of those spam accounts and things. I've kind of got things cleaned up, so I'm kind of in that sweet spot where things are kind of working for me now. I don't get a lot of that. So it's really good for new streamers, but new streamers are really going to be inundated by spam, and therefore they might not trust you, because it's really hard to know when somebody is legit and when somebody's trying to, sell you something. And even when they say, like, for example, for a long time there, I was getting a lot of people. In fact, I still get them every now and then. They'll come on like you, and they try to be all friendly and social, like, you think they're just viewers. And after a few minutes, they start telling you how they're a graphic designer and how they want to better your stream for you, and that they're willing to do a thing for you.
_Re says, yay, I do it for the representative. And to make it easy for streamer to do their job and have cool and fancy things lol.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And I think that's a good basis. You gotta, it's almost like once you've built up a few things and, what, have you done your own like, a TikTok for it? You know, kind of open it up, display it, say that you're, you know, what you're doing with it.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I have an itch.
Oh, itch.io? Yeah, that's, or an itch to do streaming. or is that short for,
Underscore Wukong underscore Re says, yay.
yeah. Itch.io is all right. It's, I haven't put anything on there yet, but I hear it's a good place to throw stuff on. But put it on, you know, create a little video, put it on TikTok, you know, show people what it is and what you've got, and just say, hey, if you're interested in trying it out, it's free. Just go to this link, you know, because that's really what you did, right? I mean, you go to the link and they could throw in their stuff and try it. It's really kind of, it is, you did a good job on it. I think it works well. You know, if somebody's looking for something like this, I would recommend it because I don't mind it. Actually, I'm surprised by how much, you know, I kind of like it. I didn't think I'd have any use for it, but it is kind of cool to hear the it does kind of.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I'm working on a lurker machine.
For the people who are just staring. Well, what would it do? Like announce that you have lurkers? Something that would like, so-and-so is lurking on your stream. Or you've got 4 lurkers. I don't know. How would that work? I don't know what would a lurker, what are you visualizing for that? Yeah, see, this Unity's own AI is not very wait, what happened here? I say no errors in the code and then I look over here and I promptly see errors in the code. What happened? This wasn't a problem a moment ago. I don't remember seeing this. Let's clear this. I don't remember seeing these. Oh, did I hit those when I was navigating around my code? Oh, is that happening?
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, no, it detects if any of the streamers you put on your list go live. Then it will open a muted browser tab, open that person's stream and simply type, lurk.
Oh. So you could just be present, kind of help them out. Help them,
Underscore Wukong underscore Re says, an auto lurker.
kind of help them to build their viewer base, because you're just gonna, basically it'll make it look like you're there.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, yes.
That's kind of cool idea. You can help a bunch of people. Personally, as a streamer, I'd rather lurkers say hi. You should do like a lurk.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, friend requested it.
And you know, sometimes what you should do is have it do like an auto hello or something. Have it do it. If you can have it throw in a chat message that says, hi, I'm checking out your I'm lurking on your stream or something. Just wanted to say hi while I work or something, while I lurk. Because a lot of streamers are going to more appreciate your presence if you at least say hi. I've had a couple of people who do that. So I have this one guy. I think he's in India. I want to say India. I think he was. He goes by the name Karama. You may see him because he's a Twitch person. I think he was here last time you came. He usually almost, I'd probably say 9 out of 10 times, he'll come on and all he does is say hi. And then he just hangs out. And every now and then he'll pop in a new word, or he'll smile or throw in an emoji or something. He uses weird emojis so they don't translate. But still, he uses like what I call it, the Asian emojis, which are like N.N and capital N.N. And I had to look them up on Copilot, and it told me what they all were, but I forget. You know, some of them are sad eyes, some of them are happy faces, and weird things that I don't know. But they don't translate on Twitch, so they just show up as letters. But he doesn't comment very often. Every now and then he'll throw in a comment, and I have had a couple of small conversations with him, but mostly all he does is say hi. And you know, just I think it'd be cool to have it automatically just say, hello, just lurking, thought I'd help out with your viewer count or something like that. You know, I like your stream, helping you out by lurking or something. And then you know that that's cool. And I have people who are at least trying to help, because I think some algorithms, you know, it would be kind of cool too, is if you could update your auto reader here, your Twitch one, to allow for multiple connections. It's like you could put in, not both for Twitch, but like maybe you have one allow you to connect to a YouTube, to a Twitch chat, and to a YouTube chat. And you can put in the username, and then you can hear the chat for both of them. Like me, I'm streaming. It'd be cool to be able to connect to my Twitch and connect to YouTube and have both of them come through. Because I don't have a lot of followers, but when I do, you know, I might have 2 or 3 people going on there, and then it'd be cool to have all of them come through, and I wouldn't have to worry about one not working. But again, for big streamers, it's probably not going to have as much of a user base, because I think that would just be too much noise. They wouldn't be able to keep up. It would have to be something they could filter on their, you know, their favorite people. Maybe you add the, oh, you know, that'd be kind of good. You know, maybe you start off, like if you're small, you can say all. You have an option that is all. Or you can have a whitelist on there, and you just type in the name of the viewers that you like when they're going. Like you're having a conversation with one guy, but you have a lot of people coming in. You can go on there and just whitelist that one person, and his voice will come through, and you can have your chat with him while your other chat people are going. I mean, you can go look, but if you have a ton of people, it's just hard to keep up with. You know, put 2 or 3 people in there that you want to chat with. Or if you have a lot of the chat stuff going on, just noise, you know. You'd have to like figure out a way to maybe put in some extra features, like filter out repeated letters or characters. You know, if 1, 2, or 3 or 4 characters repeat more than twice or 3 times, more than twice is probably plenty. Just don't read that one. It's just let that one go by. Only read ones that have actual words or characters aren't being repeated. So that'll take care of all of your that'll take care of all the emoji stuff, because when people spam emojis, I mean, you might hear like, you could even have maybe a blacklist of things you don't want to hear. Like if the whole text message matches any item in this blacklist. So like it's okay to have LOL as part of an overall message, but maybe you don't want, you know, just LOL popping up or something like that. I don't know. I mean, anything you can add or to the filter or don't filter, you could have whatever text come. Hopefully you have a bot or something cleaning up most of the words, but you could have some kind of editable thing that the reader would just go, oh, I'm going to skip this or skip that because it's a blacklist or a whitelist or whatever, and give the streamer some control. They might find it a little bit more useful, and it might stand out from other tools that are already out there. Because like I said, there's a couple of people who have readers I've seen before, and so the more features you can add in there, like you can add, if you have 2 streams, you can do. Some people might even restream to multiple Twitch accounts. I don't know. Maybe they do Twitch, YouTube, and maybe 2 Twitch accounts. I don't know. Maybe not, but they can, because Restream will let you restream to multiple accounts even on the same service. I don't know why on earth you want to do that, but it lets you. If you're paying for it, I don't pay for it, so I can only do 2. All right, so my status bar doesn't work. Ensure the SRI progress bar script is correctly updating fill amount property of the progress bar image. Well, you can see my startup. What is it? Startup progress bar.cs, right? Can you just take a look? Tell me if you see any issues, because it is set up like you had me set it up earlier. This is telling me, really, to be honest, that Unity's AI is not as powerful as just using Claude, which makes sense. I thought maybe Unity's AI might use Claude. It's just doing it under the engine, under the covers. Use Claude or GPT or one of them, but it might be using its own AI. And honestly, I think it's just doing its own little local AI and using its own MCPs, try to be as clear as that. So it reads its own data pretty good. I don't necessarily think it's even faster than using the others. So I want to use it because it's free. But it's only free for now. They'll eventually start charging me. This thing helped, at least for now. It stopped hurting. I tell you, when I run a lot, I really kind of torture the muscles in my legs. Oh, I should probably stop this. I gotta set this. There's got to be a full log developer mode only. Editor. There's a setting you can change on here. That lets you. Let's see. Add tab, close tab, minimize UI toolkit. Binding. 1 log per result. No logs. No. Clear on play. Yeah, we'll clear on play. Should probably have it clear on build too, but there's a lot of good ideas for tools out there. One tool that I want to create, one of the next ones I'm going to try to do is I want to add an alarm to Outlook. An actual alarm, not a notification, an alarm. Okay, see, there's a big difference between an alarm and a notification. I'm talking about on the Android app. A notification will pop up in your notifications, and you might get a little bit of a beep.
_Wukong_Re says, we just had a huge bang in our house.
Really? In the house? Like something fell? Or like something popped?
Sun_Wukong_Re says, nothing. No clue what it was.
Huh. Weird. Was it like a deep thing? Like like something blew up outside? Or like you said it was in the house?
Sun_Wukong_Re says, we thought it might have been something falling.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, it was a big thud.
Huh. That's weird. Can't even
Sun
think.
underscore Wukong underscore Re says, that freaking ghost
Yeah.
again.
They can be like that sometimes. You know, it's their time of year. They're getting all hyped up. It's their holiday season.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, but at least I heard it this time.
At least you heard it. Better than
Sun
when.
underscore Wukong underscore Re says, wife.
Oh, your wife heard it. So now she believes you? Is that what you're saying? I told you it existed.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, yes.
Something happened. All right, what's going on? We got get compiling errors. Did I say we got get? It's not we got get. We got us some here. Wait, no, wait, what? How come you're not showing me the errors? What? Unity said there were errors. You can't like not have errors. Okay. How do we not have errors?
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I live in a stand your ground state. If someone ever broke in, the cops would only be coming to recover the body after I'm done with the intruder.
So one of the bodies, right? Either his or yours. Is that what you're saying? One of you's done. A stand your ground
Sun
state.
underscore Wukong underscore Re says, facts.
That's not good. So what is it complaining about now? It's gonna let me build. Oh, it ran that time. Something happened. Or maybe not. Did it just crash? It's doing something. Compiling scripts. Says it's compiling scripts. I don't see. Oh, do I have time? Oh, I probably have a break in here. Nope, no breaks. Don't know what's going on. Something's not doing what I expect it to be doing. Says it's compiling scripts. I don't know what it's doing though. Don't know where it's oh, now it's doing something. Holy schmarolians. I got some So I downloaded this Unity tool called autosave that's supposed to save whenever I hit play. So that if because it's not normal, I guess. Unity doesn't do that by default, which is weird. But it's nice because it's supposed to. I only started using it. But if Unity decides to blow up, which Unity does decide to do on occasion, if it decides to blow up, my code, whatever I've been working on, won't be lost to the ether. It's a free download. Actually, a Nova code, the streamer I was telling you about earlier, he was talking about things that he thought were cool, and I thought, well, the autosave sounds cool. And then he told me about another one that I also downloaded. It's called DoTween.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I'm a scary MF. Fighting is all I did as a kid and adolescent. Sometimes for sport and sometimes out of rage. I feel bad for the person stupid enough to cross the line.
Oh man, that's good, I guess. You're ready to defend your household. That's good, man. I have not had a lot of reason, but I'll tell you, when I was in school, I got in a lot of fights. And I don't know what it was. As a kid,
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, no guns needed.
as a kid, I had, I don't know, maybe I just looked like an easy target, but I think I fared pretty well. I can't remember ever getting beat up by anybody that took. In fact, the problem is, one time, this was actually in junior high school. Some guys are giving me grief, and a guy jumped me, and you know, it wasn't even my idea. Like, you know, I mean, I didn't even know he was around. He decided he wanted to fight with me. He comes at me, jumps me, and after a short fight, very short as a matter of fact, he had friends with him. He thought he was being tough, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, I just remember throwing a bunch of punches at this guy. I took boxing when I was in grade school, but that was it. It was in grade school. All it did was teach me how to put my hands up. I mean, it wasn't like anything, right? A few throw punches. So it wasn't like I learned how to box. I was never Golden Gloves or anything. But whatever it was, the next day at school, nothing happened. He didn't beat me up. I punched him a bunch of times, and then it kind of broke up, right? I don't even know if he ever punched me back. But that's all it was. Throw some punches, fight over. Next day at school, I've got guys challenging me. I got 2 or 3 different guys challenging me to a fight. I'm like, what the frick, man? Do I have fight me on my back? Somebody putting somebody stick a sign on me? What? I heard you beat up so-and-so. I'm like, huh? No, I don't think I beat him up. I just didn't let him beat me up. So, yeah, I got in a lot of fights at school. I got suspended I don't know how many different times. And I was like, thing is, it was never my fault. No, really. I'm not just saying that. I just had a face that said, hey, let's beat this guy up, or let's fight with this guy. Heck, I didn't even know some of the people that are picking fights with me. They were just like, hey, that guy looks like a good guy to pick on. I don't know what that was all about. It even went into my adulthood. Me and a friend were walking down this...
Sun_Wukong_Re says, I'm a grappler. You have 1 or 2 shots to Komi on the way in. But if I get a hold of you, you're going night-night, and I'm going to smash your face while you're out.
That's good, man. You're able to take care of yourself. Me and a buddy of mine. Now, my buddy, he's totally pacifist, right? He doesn't want to fight with anybody. But me and him are walking down basically on this road that's a cruising street. We were, I don't know, 19, 20. Usually you're cruising, but we were walking for whatever reason. We were walking down this long, it's like a beach, kind of. It's this area next to this, I live in Washington State, so we were walking down by Lake Washington, which is a giant lake here in Washington. And some guys drive by, and I don't know what they said or did, and I don't even remember if we said anything back, but something. We turned around, said something. I don't remember. Maybe I said something sarcastic to them because they said something to us. I don't know. But they stopped. They got out of the car. They came back, got out of the car. They were clearly drunk. And they square off with me and my friend. One of them squares off with my buddy, and one of them squares off with me. And we're like, what the frick? You guys got a problem? They're, like I said, they're clearly drunk. So these guys they're not, I'd probably say they were 5 to 10 years older than us. They were both, you know, these were men who just looking for a fight. So they're squaring off with us, and then his friend, the guy who squares off with me, comes at me. He takes a couple swings. I step back, and then I just, like 3 times right in his face, and we're on this, so there's like a sidewalk, and then there's this grass hill that goes down to the lake. It's like a weird little beachfront thing, but it's this grass hill. You don't fall in the lake. I mean, if you roll down the hill, you'll just be at the bottom, and then it's another 20 or 30 yards to the actual water, but it goes down into that area. but we're on the slope that goes down that way. And I'm not drunk, so I have my balance. But he comes at me. I step back after he swings. And then I just go bam, 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 bam. Like 3 times. He goes down and he promptly starts rolling down the hill. And I'm like standing there. Come on. And he gets up and goes, do you know karate? And I'm like, no. He goes, dude, we don't want to fight with these guys. We're gonna leave. I don't remember what he said after that. But my buddy, they never even got into it. The guy took at me. I decked him. He rolled down. And I think he just lost his balance. I mean, I didn't knock him down. It wasn't like I 1-2 KO'd him or anything. But he was just drunk. And he gets up. Him and his friend go get in their car and leave. And me and my buddy are like staring there looking at each other going, what just happened? This guy, he says, I don't know, man. I thought we were going to be fighting. And I says, yeah, I don't know. And the guy came at me. I hit him a couple of times. And it was only, he lost his balance, rolled down the hill, and he was all freaked out. I was like, okay. But I tell you, see, it was like, I have a face that says, hey, let's fight, buddy. Lucky for me, I think that was... I think that was the last time anybody ever tried to fight with me. Finally. At some point, I lost the let's fight with this guy look on my face. Somewhere along the line, I stopped looking like somebody to beat up, or at least try to beat up. But I don't know. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But it's good that you're able to defend yourself. And so far, I've fared okay. You know, it's not like I'm looking for fights. I just happen to be around the people that want to fight. I don't know. It's weird. When did that pop up? Let's clear that. So, did we get errors on here again? All right, let's push that out of the way. I'll pop that up here. Oh, it's not gonna let me because this is running. Okay, fine. Let's go to close this for a minute. Don't really need these right now. Didn't realize I had so many things running. Loading complete. It says it did something, but it's like it's not showing the scroll bar results. That's what's bugging me. All right. Let's try this again. Whoa. Hey, you know what? I noticed your text reader stopped reading text back to me, man. It's not even reading that one. It's just, yeah, it's not reading them back anymore. It hasn't read your last 3 or 4. I don't know. Maybe it times out. Do you have a time? Do you have it? You might need to add some kind of. Oh, there it goes.
Might need a refresh.
Now it took that one. It's like your bigger ones. It doesn't want to read. It read the might need to refresh, but it didn't read either of your previous ones, which were multi-lines. Do you have like a cache limit?
_Wukong_re says,
In your code, is there like a cache limit? Like it can only grab, 100 words or 5 words or 10 words? Because come to think of it, none of your multi-line streams have actually read. Only the single line ones.
Sun_Wukong_re says, see, this is why I need people to try it. To test it out.
Yeah, see, that one went through, but that's a single line. That's only a single line statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did 14 words. Yeah, you might have some kind of a caching on there where it only can read a handful of words at once. Of course, again, that might be one of those settings that you don't want it to read.
Sub underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I'm SRY for the repeat. I'm going to try and send the big one again.
Okay, go ahead, try it again. That one came through. That one was barely over a line. So like I said, it might just be a word limit. Okay, so it came through. And if it's waiting to read it, no, it's not reading it, man. It's too big.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, my app is like, nah, I'm all set LMAO.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to read that one. That's a bit much. Especially if I'm expected to talk at 1.7 times. It's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, I'm a fix it.
Okay.
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Well, yeah, probably pretty easy. All you have to do is find where the cache limit is on it. But that's another functionality, along with filters, a whitelist, a blacklist, and maybe max words, because somebody could spam like a book in there. You don't want somebody reading a book to you into your text. So you probably say, don't, allow it to, like a slider that says, 10 words, 50 words, or characters or something. Some kind of a slider limit that allows the...
Sun underscore Wukong underscore Re says, Twitch has a 500 character limit.
Oh, maybe that's it. Did you give more than 500 characters, or is that just the amount you typed? So you can't put a book, but still 500 characters is a lot of text. That's still a fair amount. And having somebody could keep dropping large paragraphs, and it would monopolize the text reader if it was David. Now, again, some streamers might want to allow that, just allow it to read. It should, like, the max of the slider would be all, but maybe you say, 200 characters or 100 characters or whatever they want to set the slider to, and then they can get the gist of it. It might be something like, oh, it's a bigger thing, and they'll read it. Like, I could read yours faster than it, feeds it out, but maybe for all the small stuff. So maybe it's not that bad that it doesn't read it, but it'd be nice if it like read part of it, because then I know that it came in. Like you said, if I'm not paying attention because I'm so used to just chatting, if I don't know that you said it, I have it set up kind of right in my face, so I see the chat. I have 2 monitors, and I put the chat right on the middle monitor, and it's right to the left of the camera. So when I'm looking at the right side, which is all of my programming stuff, I still see my chat moving, but a lot of developers might not. And it took me a while to find a good spot for my chat where I was able to see it on the spur. So I think your tool's kind of cool. I'll probably hold on to that. I mean, I might use it more consistently. I think it's actually kind of slick. Again, it'd be cool if you added like a YouTube channel thing too, and a few more features. But I think it's got some huge potential, for sure. For sure. And you should try to figure out how you can find a free host to put your HTML page on, so somebody could use it. So you can have other people just go browse the page and use it. Of course, I don't know. Maybe there's a limitation. You can't do it over the web. I don't know. But You would know that more than me because you've tried it. I haven't tried it. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:06. Ugh, gotta wrap it up.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, people will try and steal the code, which is easy to do with HTML code.
It's possible, but will they? Look, if you're giving it away for free, what's the benefit to stealing it? I mean, really. They can't make money off it because you're doing it for free. If you're doing it for free and they're doing it for money, which one are you going to use? You're going to use the free one. You add enough features in there and...
Sun_Wukong_Re says, not having to shout me out.
Yeah. I suppose. I mean, it is possible. There's a lot of things that can happen. I don't think it's as common as you think. In some cases, yes. If you had created some really... Like, if I created this whole game and did all of the development that I have and had it all viewable. Right now, like, I've only shown fractional amounts of what work I've done, you know, because most of it's been done offline. But, and then I had the code out there for everybody to look at. If it was popular and somebody wanted it, they could steal the code. But again, there's not a lot of benefit in stealing code for something that is going to sell for less than you could do it. I don't know. I just don't think, I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, if you do something really like complex, really super, like if you were going to go patent a particular functionality, then I could kind of see it maybe if it was something so hard to do. But honestly, it's a single HTML page. And I think if somebody wanted to do it, they probably could replicate it. I mean, with AI anymore, it's probably not so bad. But the thing is, it's like my ClickUp link. It took me a couple weeks to write. Well, probably a month to get it working as well as it is. But I mean, if somebody could probably figure out how to do it themselves if they really wanted to, without even stealing the code. There's no reason to it. It's not so complex. I mean, the same thing with my YouTube updater, right? So I have this, it's a cool tool.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, sent the new one.
It's a cool tool, the things that I've created, but I don't feel like they're all right, let's try this thing. I'm just not worried about applets and small apps. I think what you're doing is providing a service. There's a lot of people say, I could write that myself. And it's like, well, yeah, you can write it yourself, but will you? I mean, it's a free tool. I think if someone else is willing to put the work in, then you're just providing a free service that people are going to appreciate.
Connected to active a Mind Gamers chat.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, the last fight I got into was about 12 to 13 years ago. I was homeless. I was chilling in the city selling candy to convert my food stamps into cash so I could afford non-slip shoes for the job I acquired. I had 3 days before I started at the job. I was like $5 away from packing up and being done. This dude came up behind me and grabbed my backpack. Let's just say when he woke up, nobody had any sympathy for him. Seeing as I'd been giving out free drinks all day to people that bought candy and kids.
What? People were buying kids? Wait a minute. Wait, what? You were selling kids? You were selling candy and kids? I know. I get what you're saying. That's cool. That's good, man.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, no, I was giving free drinks to kids.
That's cool. Yeah, well, when people are stupid, a lot of times these 2-bit thieves, they don't know what they're getting into. Taking on the wrong people.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, it was hot AF out that day.
Well, that's a nice thing you were doing out there, man. And it's good. I'm glad you were able to deal with them. I think, I don't know. I just think there's just too many thieves out there. People always got to try to get away with something, you know? So I'm not sure what the heck this is doing, but apparently this AI is not interested in, I asked it to do something. and I was like, I broke. Never mind. I can't, yeah. Something went wrong. It wasn't, it's not that I don't know how to do it. It's, okay, so maybe it's because I could have run.
_Re says, I packed a cooler with like 100 Capri Sun.
Nice. Costco.
Sun_Wukong_Re says, lol.
I think the AI doesn't know what I'm asking too much of AI on this one. It's like,
Sun_Wukong_Re
I can't do it.
Well, that fix works, so yay.
Yeah, no, it did the trick, man. Ran all through it. So good job. Yeah, I could see giving that thing a go for a while. Well, yeah, with HTML, it's easy to borrow code. But I think you could do something if you really wanted to. I don't know. You could try to create a backend that stores the root of the code, and then your front end just calls the functionality. Like it would pass it back, get the code it needs to read it, and then come back and just read it. I don't know how that would work for this. But I have a backend on my apps. Like my ClickUp link runs off of a backend. So not all the code is even available on the front end extension. It has to go through a backend that's actually allowing it for it to connect. So that code is basically hidden from public eyes. And now the YouTube updater is just like yours. It's just a TypeScript, or it's not TypeScript, but it's actually, no, I think it's React. I think it's a React app. I'm tempted to try to do my Android update. Oh, I was talking about the alarm feature. Okay, so
Sun_Wukong_Re says, if this AI is not working, I'd suggest trying googlestudio.google.com.
No, what I'll probably end up doing, I'm getting ready to hit the hay anyway, but I'll probably end up just going and using, I have Claude 4.5 right here, and it could probably do it, but I was just trying to use the AI because the Unity AI, for one, it's built into Unity, so I thought, well, it could read the code. It apparently cannot, because it's not it's brand new. It's still kind of in pre-release, so they haven't really got it down. That's why they're not charging for it yet. It says it's almost ready. Yeah, I don't think so, but honestly, the best way for me to do it is probably go, I should probably just take this. And let's see. I created these items in a train along with them, but it gives me an error. You can't add script. No, that's not the right one. Something's not quite right. Oh. Now, if I were to go do this here, I bet you I'll get a much better answer out of this. Not quite right. My text is updating on the progress. What's it? On the loading bar. I gotta make sure I use the right name of object though. It's called loading bar background panel. On the loading bar. Well, on the, what is it? Nope. On the, maybe it's progress bar text, or did I just call it something lame? Status text. Oh. On the status text. But the progress bar is doing nothing. It is not progressing. So something is wrong in the startup progress. What is it called? Startup progress bar.cs. So I bet you I get, not only will this give me a more thorough answer, it may not be the right answer, it might not, but it will give me an answer. It will be able to read it, find it, determine something, and it'll give me a try. The Unity AI will just go, it's probably still spinning over there, isn't it? Nope, it didn't even, look, it just quit. It goes, I'll pretend like he didn't ask me that question 3 times already. Now it's gonna look. But this one will actually try to fix it for you. So yeah, Unity AI is kind of iffy. But like I said, I'm gonna use it as much as I can because it's free. This one, let's see, how far am I doing here? My Copilot consumptions. I'm at 50% on October 12th. So I'm a little ahead. So I got to try to use some free options. What I might do though is there's a tool for Unity called Bezier, and I'm
underscore Wukong underscore re says adding whitelist.
Nice. There's a tool called Bezier. You need the next trick for you, which will probably take you a little longer, is to write some code in there that looks for repeating characters and filters them out. So as to avoid things like, emoji spamming. A lot of people have emoji spamming going on. My Nightbot will catch it and warn the person, but it won't stop them the first time they do it. But again, I wouldn't want that to be spamming in my text. And really all it is characters, right? Because it may be rendered as an image on the screen, but it's just characters. So if somebody spams a bunch of characters, you just need to look for character repeats. Even words, like somebody saying cow, 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 cow. It may not be an emoji, but you don't want that on your screen, right? You don't want to have it repeating nonsense to you. So just if you can write some kind of thing that checks for repeating characters, and then it just doesn't read them. I think that would be a kind of a cool thing. I bet you there's some way to do it, have AI help you to figure out, if characters start repeating, if the same characters repeat more than 2 or 3 times, then block it out. Allowing a couple of emoji sounds, I guess, or if there was, you can't really say block words because some people speak in, there's different, it'd have to have access to every language word out there. So in other words, you can't say something like block all non-English words. Then it would probably block all emojis, right? Because that would work. But if somebody is Spanish, that could be a problem. So that wouldn't work. So you would have to build it in to say, you'd have to have a language filter that says block out any word that doesn't, you know, it's not an English word. But then it would have to know, and I don't know. There's probably some complexity there. I think looking for repeating characters is easier, but telling it to only allow for words, actual words, because lol wouldn't get through either, right? Because that's not really a word. I don't think that's a popular acronym, but it's not actually a word. Image type is set to simple or sliced. Solution, change it to filled. No sprite assigned to the image. Let's see, perfect. Now the script will tell you exactly what's wrong when you run the game. Check the console for these messages. If the image type is set correctly, must be filled. What the current fill amount is when updating. All right, well, let's see what that does. It's supposed to log it for me, so that's kind of cool. It's helping me come up with a progress. Oh, yeah, I got it today. I gotta get up, go to the gym tomorrow, my usual day stuff, you know. But there are some cool features with this AI. One of them it does, it'll like generate assets, which I have to play with more with that. I've heard that's pretty cool. So this is supposed to clear, but let's see what it pops up. Screen manager. All right, so it loaded a bunch of stuff. Let's see what it says. Okay. All right, see, there's the setup, all service true, resource. Nope, starting at 100%. Current length, response length. Updated progress to 50%. Fetch team. I'm not seeing, I didn't see any of that. Using, it says it did stuff. 41, 32, 23. Yeah, it's saying it's doing stuff. It's just not visually showing it. Interesting. Because it's saying I got loading 11 plays, updated to whatever percentage it needed to. Fetch 12 plays. Go down, go down, go down. 5%, 9%, 14%. So that's actually working pretty good. So it says, but nothing happened. At least I don't think anything happened. Let's go look at it again. Let's see what happens. Let's see, it stopped, run. Let's see, it says new text.
_Wukong_re says, okay, this version has 2 new upgrades.
All right, I'll take a look. Still says nothing. It says loading play complete. It happens super fast. Really, really, really fast, but nothing happened. The bar is not changing. I would have seen it like at least change a little bit, even in that time. So I don't know if it's okay. Logs say it is updating the bar at various percentages. It is really fast, but still, I should see a really fast update. doesn't. The only thing I see changing is the text. Okay, man. I think I need to call it. Oh, you want me to check this out? All right, I'll go check out one more time. Let's go see. Let's go see what you did with your updates. So I'll download this. We'll give one more go, just because it's pretty cool. I'm up for giving it a try. All right, so we're gonna close this one. I'm gonna open this one. There we go. Active Mind Gamer.
Connected to Active Mind Gamers chat.
I think it's funny. It pronounces the E. Active Mind Gamer. It's like, I guess it doesn't know that those are actual separate words. So it's just reading all the letters. All right, so we got load. Let's go with natural. Got some volume.
Sun_Wukong_re says, test the read name button. Sun_Wukong_re says, turn it off.
Turn it off. Okay, yeah, all right, turned it off.
Daddy?
It works, man. Good job.
Yay.
That's pretty slick. See?
Now blacklist me.
Not blacklist you. Does it tell you somebody's trying to talk to you? Let's see. All right, you're blacklisted, man. Nope, not a sound, not a peep. Can I blacklist words? Oh, only does username. Can I do words? Like, what if I blocked a word? Let's see. I'm just curious if this is actually filtering out. Is it just filtering out usernames, or is it filtering out the name that is the username, the word that is the username? Let's see. I don't know what it would do. All right, I don't know. See, this is the kind of thing testers do. They throw stuff at it that wasn't meant for, wasn't designed. Okay, I type the word. Oh wait, I gotta unblacklist you. Okay, you're not blacklisted anymore. Try typing the word daddy. Let's see what it does.
Snoop Froggy.
No, I didn't do that one. You gotta type daddy.
Daddy.
Nope, that didn't get. So okay, so your blacklist only works on usernames. I guess that's cool. But like, if you wanted to block actual words, like somebody saying something that's bugging you, stop saying that. You can remove it, but it doesn't work. That's cool though. You got some cool. You're
I can add that for safety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, you could just say blacklist, and then just say type in username or word, and it'll filter out whatever it sees that matches, either from the username or from the word. Because some people have usernames that are bordering on, they just have words in them that are you might blacklist. You don't want to blacklist the user, but you might not want it saying his name. That's the username.
Facts.
You can turn that off. But I mean, like, yeah, they might just have some other words or stuff in there. And you don't want it to surprise. If you blacklist a word and the user comes on that's using that word in his name, you may not have their username blocked, the usernames off. See, the only problem with blocking usernames or having them off is if a new person comes along and you didn't know that another person jumped in there and started talking, your usernames are off, you don't have any notification that the username's different. So, yeah, that's kind of a tricky one. I mean, it is, if you're down to just like in this case, you're the only one on my stream, that's fine. But I don't know how you could, and that if you were to have 2 or 3 people on there, you'd have to be, yeah, that's kind of a tricky one. I don't know, other than, like you say, doing initials or doing some kind of cool way to reduce the names or something, it might be tricky. But anyway, man, it's cool, man. Keep it up. I'll check out whatever you do next time. We'll chat more in the future. I have to hit the hay so that I can get up, because I get up so early in the mornings. I got to get to the gym, get my workout in, come back, get back to work, try it again tomorrow.
User openness improved my app so much tonight, thank you.
No problem, man. I'm glad I could help out. Till next time, God bless.